My name is Rosie. I'm doing a cooking episode today. This is my first attempt at cooking, doing a cooking video. I've been thinking about it for quite a while, and I was urged on or encouraged by seeing my friend Lindsay put out her first video on cooking. So I thought I would try it. Now, I'm a simple cook. I am a single person, but I don't want to be eating sandwiches and soup all the time. So, and I'm also trying to eat healthy and as possible, and keep my weight down. That's always a big problem. Anyway, but I do call myself a slapdash cook because I kind of put this together, put that together, do things fairly quickly, take shortcuts, try this, try that, and I rarely use a recipe except for suggestions, and then I alter it. So, but today I'm just doing a simple thing in a pressure cooker, ground meat and celery. I used to cook the ground meat in my pressure cooker and use it in all kinds of things, whether it was soups or salads or and chili, any number of things I would use the ground meat for. And then one day I had this celery sitting in the fridge. I had bought extra, and I thought, what am I going to do with all this? Because I only eat the tender parts of the celery, sticks, the little light ones inside that don't have all the stringy stuff. So anyway, I thought, okay, I'm going to throw it in with the meat. I have altered that some because of the fat content and that. So today, I'm even doing a little more altering today to cut down fat, even a little bit more. So let's start. I've got my ground meat. I have my pressure cooker pot here, and you can see that. I'm gonna put this down so that you can see more of the things. Okay, here's my pressure cooker pot. My coconut oil. This time I'm using coconut oil, and I just dip out a portion. I mostly cook everything on hot too, so sorry for that noise. Oh, I believe that's enough. So I heat that, and throw the ground meat in, and I brown it. You know, in a pressure cooker you don't really have to brown it, but I like it because I also get broth out of it. In the end, I have very delicious broth. So I chop this up around in here, and I do depend on spices a lot because I don't use salt or very little salt on anything. I cut down years ago, and I just don't really need it. So I have 3 main spices, but I have added any and all other things that I might have in my cupboard to try them. And this is Dash. This has no salt. This is salt free. I get this at Superstore for a really good price. And I shake that in there. Pepper, of course. Lots of pepper. Or if you like lots of pepper. This is my mainstay. I love dried parsley. It's cheap, it's got lots of flavor, and I just dump it in, which reminds me I gotta put it on my shopping list. Last is this ackee and saltfish seasoning, and it has a bit of salt in it. It's not very salty, but because I bought it, and I made a mistake when I bought it, I didn't realize it had salt. I use a little bit of this, just not a lot, just a little bit. I'm trying to get rid of it. Now, there are times I will use turmeric. I will add, I have other seasons that sometimes I have around. So anything that you like, you can add in here. Now today I am using a medium ground beef, but you can use any kind of ground meat you want. Chicken and turkey are probably the best and the healthiest, but because of the expense, I don't always use those. I usually use a mixture of pork and beef because I really like that. But when I was out shopping the other day, I couldn't buy anything that was reasonably priced at Walmart. So we'll just let that brown a little bit. I'm gonna need the spices again, so I'll set them over here. Up to now, kind of nice and brown now. I may have put a little bit more coconut oil in than I needed, but it'll go in the waste of it. Then I had this all prepared, celery. It doesn't matter how much celery. I made a mistake. No, I did something I shouldn't have done. Because I was going to change that. But I'm going to do it anyway. In order to get off the more oil, I was going to just cook up, add water, heat it up here to boiling, and then drain off that excess oil, and then make a kind of a, that's my step for my broth. Do a little bit more. Yeah, I think I need to make a list. So it won't make much difference. Won't make any difference actually. So we'll bring that to a boil. I do like mushy food, so I leave mine in a little longer in the under pressure than most people would prefer. So that is something you can change. If you want a whole meal, not just your green veggie and the meat, but meat is so important to me, and the veggie is for health, so I don't add other veggies unless I'm going to add another green vegetable, which I tried. Broccoli works out well. I bet you cauliflower would work out well too. So I'm boiling this just a little bit, and And you know, the ground meat, it has a lot of fat, plus I added the coconut oil. I don't want to dump that on the floor. Okay. Now I'll add some more water. I'll add the rest of the celery and let that stir around a bit. Bring that to a boil, but then now, because I washed out the spices, got a little bit here I can put back in the pot. So it's not so hard to wash. Yeah, re-add the spices. Or this makes a delicious broth. Sometimes it'll be, depending on what I cook, it'll be gelled. And I just eat it straight like that. And sometimes it's just liquid, and I use it in other things, or I drink it straight. Just like you would. Oh, my stove is alive here. So I added those 4 spices again, bringing that to a little bit of a boil. I like to wipe off the edge here of the cooker. Make sure I have a good seal. Because I cook on high, I like to do a bit of a stir before, so I don't put the lid on instantly. It's been a good little cooker. Okay. So now I've got to let that come to its fill up pressure. Now search out a it's in it. I'll just set this aside to cool down before I put it in the fridge. Once the grease is congealed on top, I remove that, and then it's virtually free of any oil, grease, and very good to eat for you. So I just need these. We just have to wait a few moments for the pressure to build. So why I call myself a slapdash cook. That was plain and simple. Easy to make. Now, like I said, if you, I don't know if I mentioned, but you know, if you want to add other things, you can add rice on the side or in the pot. You could probably add potatoes, do any kind of vegetable. But I like to choose the lowest calorie ones. That I can find, so I, you know, I just don't believe in eating a lot of grease. If I, not that I don't like some fat, but when I have an option, not a difficult one. The thing is going to start dancing around pretty soon. So, where are we here? I'm going to time this, set the timer for it, probably for me 10 minutes. If you don't want it mushy, 5, doesn't take long, 2 or 3 maybe even. And it really is a good, I love it. Like, it's, you got the spices, you don't need the salt. At least I don't need the salt. There we go. Pop her down here. I'm going to do it 8 today and see how mushy I get. So, okay, what I'm going to do now is pause, and I'll be back once that is cooked and depressurized. We'll talk to you later. I hope you enjoyed this. My first one, not too bad. A little bit nerve-wracking because I forgot one step there. But bye for now. Talk soon. Bye. Hi, I'm Rosie. I was here previously with the first part of my video. I did the cooking and depressurized the pot. And so now it's time to remove the vegetables and the ground meat and strain out the broth and set that aside for the oil to solidify so I can skim it off. So I'll adjust this again a little bit. See all the pressure's out. This is the end product here. Green veggies, celery, ground meat. Lots of broth. Not everybody's cup of tea, but I love it. I really like it. It's wonderful. I just think most of you would like a little less mushy, soft. But that's easily accomplished, I would say, if you like celery. But you know, you can try it with just broccoli if you don't like celery. Try it with cauliflower. I haven't had that. Now, where is my little spoon? Nice thing, don't have a lot of dishes. thing about cooking. You have too many dishes. So, I don't have it set up quite as good as I could. So I have strained off the juice and and I'll just put it in a container and set it aside to cool off. The other one's about ready to go in the fridge, and Scott thought I could put the two of them together, but better if I do it individually. Otherwise, I probably have to heat it up. So, I mean, I've tasted this many times, but you know, as they say, since I'm by myself, I can just eat out of the bowl. Very tasty. I love it. Okay, so that's it for today. Sorry for talking with my mouth full. Slapdash Cook saying goodbye for now. Talk again. Maybe do another video on cooking. Something else I put together. Talk soon. Bye bye.